r/AskReddit, what is that one song that is 100% perfect? They were so good at creating songs, they even fucked up perfectly. The stutter start of I Saw Her. I saw her again last night in the last verse of that song was not intentional. Denny came in early, restarted, and it worked so well they kept it in. Gymnopty number 1. Oh, and Claire de Lune, listen to both of these constantly when I'm studying or relaxing. Dreams, Fleetwood Mac. I would say The Chain by Fleetwood Mac also. Don't Dream It's Over, Crowded House. Hey Now, Hey Now. I find the progression of Blue Monday still absolutely iconic. The way every sequence adds up little by little until that epic finale. It's truly perfect. Another huge favorite of mine is Wrapped Around Your Finger by The Police. Every musician is such at its absolute peak that I sometimes listen to the song and focus only on the drums. These drums are so perfect, nearly melodic in how little they repeat. Stuart Copeland is a musical genius. Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd. Also Time. Is someone going to do a Spotify playlist out of this sub? Unchained Melody, by the Righteous Brothers. It's such a crazy hard song to sing. I remember reading a biography of Phil Spector, who produced their records, and the one righteous brother hated him and the song because his listen, philosophy makes only point one of them the lead for the whole song. Phil Spector's favorite pastime. When he wasn't pointing a gun at the Ramones, fucking with people mentally. Exit music, for a film, by Radiohead inserted into one of the Umbrella Academy episodes. Careless Whisper, George Michael / Wham. Can't believe he was 17 when he wrote that. That's my favorite song. I was 2 years old when it came out, and I clearly remember being like 4 and singing along with every word whenever it played on the radio. Singing CW in the kitchen with my mom were some of my first memories, and I've loved it since. George Michael is one of the great songwriters of the 20th century, gets nowhere near the credit he deserves. Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears. Their Head Over Heels sounds even more perfect to me. One of my all-time favorites. Reggie Watts called it the greatest song of the 20th century. Removed. This was what I was going to type. I didn't live in that era, but it makes me nostalgic for a decade I never lived in. There's so much power in that simple song, and I've had this on repeat for months. It's so fucking good. What a Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong. Over the Rainbow, Israel Kamekawiwool. His cover that includes the lyrics from Wonderful World gives Louis a run for his money. Not my favorite song, but the album version of Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper is perfect. Stop sending me live versions and covers. You can't improve on the original. And the one you're thinking of right now that I just have to hear because it's the one that's way better than the album, it's not. That song is already perfect. Leave it alone. Wicked Game, Chris Isaak. The story of how Isaac wrote it is one of my favorites. He basically got a you-up call and wrote the song before she made it over to his place. Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads, like the fact that you can't play it by itself on piano just shows how compositionally complex and interesting it is. A lot of Talking Heads songs resonate with me. I agree that Once in a Lifetime is one of their best. Nothing But Flowers, my number 1 Talking Heads song. Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers. It's simple, emotional, and perfect. This Must Be the Place has to be my Talking Heads song for this. At Last, Etta James. God Only Knows. Or Good Vibrations. By the Beach Boys. Brian Wilson's mid-60s work gets overlooked a lot when people talk about the greatest artists of the decade. I mean, the Beatles looked to him for inspiration. Dreams, The Cranberries. Yes. Dreams is such a good song. However, Linger is my favorite by them. The soundtrack to every movie trailer in the 1990s. Where Is My Mind, Pixies. Feelin' Good, Nina Simone. And Sinner Man. I Know, I Know, I Know. A Whiter Shade of Pale. Sultans of Swing, Dire Straits. The Night We Met, Lord Huron. Meet Me in the Woods, Lord Huron. Totally personal preference, but Mitt was my favorite LH song. Both are bangers though. Rocket Man, Elton John. I love all of Elton John's music. Don't Stop Me Now, Queen. So many beautiful Queen songs. I would add The Show Must Go On and Love of My Life, even better live. House of the Rising Sun. What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. In the same vein, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding. Comfortably Numb, Pink Floyd. The Album 1? Live DSOT Tour 1? Gilmore at Pompeii? Pulse. Venice. Probably yes to every one of them. Such a masterpiece. Fast Car, Tracy Chapman. The question was 100% perfect, not 10,000% perfect. I might get destroyed for this, but Duran Duran, Ordinary World. Edit, didn't think this would get much traction. My father died last year and I listened to the song a lot after his death. I won't cry for Yesterday. Why would you get destroyed for it? It's a beautiful song. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Pink Floyd. Dazed and Confused, No Quarter, Led Zeppelin. The Rain Song and Wish You Were Here Too. I know. Also Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd. In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins. So simplistic yet so elegant in the way it builds up. The version with the deer is my favorite, Link. Roundabout by Yes. To be continued. Time in a Bottle by Jim Croce. Superstition, Stevie Wonder. Painted, Black. That is an unfortunately placed comma. Is that in order? I'd also say Lean on Me. Can't you see I'm talking, white? Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen.
Hey guys, it's Reddit Glitch. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I just wanted to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button because according to my statistics, 98.8% of my viewers are not subscribed, which I think you should subscribe because it's free and we're going to have a lot more bangers in the future, so subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.